Welcome, Kitsap County. This week, we're going to do 2020 housing in review. And boy, this is going to be a fun one. We all know some crazy things happen in 2020 outside of housing and inside of housing, all the same. So here we go. First thing, what we're going to do is this is how we're going to do it today. We're going to do January 2020 versus December 2020. What was going on at the beginning of the year? What was going on at the end of the year? We all know what happened in March. So January 2020, okay? We're first going to talk inventory. And before we get started, whenever we're looking at housing market, remember we always look at three things, okay? Okay, so the three things that affect the housing market are job stability, interest rates, and inventory. And so those are the three things that we're going to look at, all right? We're also going to touch on months inventory. So it's a little subset of inventory today. Those are the three things we're going to look at. We're not going to talk much about job stability. We're going to mostly talk about inventory and interest rates today, and just look at where were we in January? Where did we end up in December? Pretty amazing. Okay, so January 2020, housing inventory. Housing inventory in Kitsap County, remember, is how many homes are for sale in all of Kitsap County, and these are the homes that all buyers have a choice of buying, right? Okay. Typically, we have 1,500 to 2,000 or so, and it can vary. So January 2020, we had 289 homes on market in January 2020. In December 2020, we had 186 homes on market, okay? So January 2020, we had 289. December 2020, we had 186. That was a decrease of 55.38%. That's a significant decrease. And that trend is continuing into 2021. We've seen further decreases. We're at about 170 homes on market right now in Kitsap County with no increase in inventory in sight right now. And the reason that is happening is because we have more buyers in the market. So probably contrary to what many people thought, even though there's some job instability now, unstable job environments nationally, Kitsap County is still very strong. And because of that, our housing market has remained strong. Okay, months inventory. This one is wild for most people to comprehend, especially for real estate brokers. I was working with a real estate broker who was helping her son buy a home here locally, and they were from out of state. We're comparing inventory issues and such, because that's what we do when we're geeking out. January months inventory. By the way, months inventory is how long it will take for locally for us to sell all the homes in the area. So let's say if we have 2 months inventory, that means if we were to stop putting new homes on the market today, it would take 2 months to sell all those homes with the number of buyers we have on the market and with the aggressiveness of those buyers. 4 to 6 months is a healthy market. That's a balanced market, about 6 months inventory. January 2020, we had 0.9 months, so less than 1 month inventory, which is really frighteningly low. In December of 2020, we had 0.5 months, so we had 2 weeks inventory. That's really difficult to comprehend. 2 weeks inventory, folks. And that's just a little less than 50% reduction in months inventory, okay? So let's go to the third statistic we looked at for 2020 in review, and that's interest rates. And interest rates are a big factor in a healthy housing market. And we have the same trend in 2019 too, and in 2018. So 2018 interest rates went from about 4% down to, or mid 4% down to really low 4%. In 2019, they went from 4% down to mid 3%. And in 2020, January 2020 interest rates again, we saw a 57.8% decrease in interest rates. And we don't think they can go any lower, and they just keep going lower. So in January 2020, we had interest rates at 3.74% at the beginning of the year. And in January 2020, we ended the year at 2.67%. And I think we were all watching interest rates this year. They just kept going lower and lower, and you kept hearing refi. And we had a very volatile year in the lending industry with interest rates. So 2020, amazing year with real estate. Inventory saw a 55% decrease, okay? Our month's inventory went down to 0.5, so 2 weeks inventory is all we have left on the market right now. And our interest rates are historically low. That's where we ended 2020. Next week, we're going to talk about where we anticipate 2021 to head with the housing market. And that's probably the big question everyone's thinking. And remember, we're going to address all three issues. We are going to address the job stability. So the three factors that affect the housing market are job stability, interest rates, and inventory. And as long as inventory stays low and interest rates stay low and job stability stays strong, we're going to have a strong housing market in 2021. Questions, please leave them below. Remember to like, subscribe, share this video. And I'm Stephanie Dupuis with Dupuis team at Keller Williams West Sound. We will see you right here next week. Thank you for joining us, folks.